special guest. To our presentation today and our celebration. We hope that you'll celebrate. Now we're going to celebrate with our theme song for this year. We'll welcome you not only to our celebration, but we welcome you to join us on the next level. Here we go. To work with at the Corpus Christi Catholic School campus. Our director, Miss Melissa Martin.
Ooh, that was a great job, scholars. That was fun. We are so fortunate to have the board of directors of the DeBusk Foundation joining us here this afternoon, as well as the executive directors of our DCATS team here in Houston. It's thanks to the dedication of these individuals that we get to put DCATS on each and every summer. So we are super grateful, aren't we? The DeBusk Foundation has been helping to fund gifted and talented programs like the DCATS program that we're attending this summer for the last 30 years. And it's a lot of dedication and commitment on the part of the board members, and we certainly appreciate your dedication when it comes to serving our gifted population. Scholars, if you will join me at this time in welcoming to the stage Miss Patricia McNutt, the president of the board of the DeBusk Foundation.
So we are so glad to be here at the foundation. Board members, thank all of them very much. So appreciate it very much. So as we do our job as board members, we're good financial resources, and it allows us to sponsor the schools. But really the joy is coming to schools like this and seeing you enjoying them so much. So I'm glad you're a part of the 30-year celebration, a big part of the 30-year celebration, and that you've embraced the willingness to learn more about the DeBusk Foundation, learn more about Mr. DeBusk, and be a part of the overall growing 30 years strong. So thank you. We appreciate you.
Don't go too far, Miss McNutt. If I could have the remaining members of the board, if you all could join me on stage for just a moment, we have some scholars who would like to present you with some tokens of appreciation for all that you do for us. So if you'll just come right on up.
You're my brother, you're my friend. Just stay seated. You're my beginning and my end.
And scholars, you may join us on
You're
stage.
all around me when the world.
Directors, we want to say thank you, and these are some tokens of appreciation created by Piece, our mosaic force. We appreciate the work that you do so very much. Thank you. And we know that we are just one chapter in the 30-year story that has been the DeBusk Foundation funding gifted and talented programs. We're super privileged to be a part of DCATS, but there have been many, many scholars that came before us. So to take a little bit of a look at the legacy of the DeBusk Foundation, let's hear the words of some scholars who have attended DCATS in years past.
Hi, my name is Bria Dixon, and I was a scholar at DCATS Houston for 4 years. I am now a graduate assistant and have been for 2 years. Being a scholar at DCATS has helped me to have more confidence in myself when having conversations with people, including adults. I have also grown in my initiative when completing certain tasks. For example, when in school, I don't need prompts. I just get it done. This is important because I feel successful when accomplishing certain things. Not only has this helped me academically, but also in sports and other activities. I am so grateful for the DeBusk Foundation for creating a program such as DCATS that allows me and others like me to share our gifts and talents, all while having fun.
Hi, I'm Nick Hope. I went to DCATS in Houston from about 2004 to 2012, and it made me the man I am today. What DCATS did for me is they took me and they showed me that I have these gifts, and that I need to use them to serve other people. And that culminated in me putting on this badge, putting this uniform on every morning, and serving the people around me. Because that's what DCATS is about, using your gifts to the best you can to help other people. I'm so grateful for that.
And one more.
Hi, my name's Alexis, and I'm a proud scholar from DCATS in Houston. I began attending DCATS in the summer of 2006, and I vividly remember spending my summers there, both as a scholar and a GA. Because of my experiences at DCATS, I know I want to work with the pediatric population when I finish nursing school, and I'd eventually like to become a nurse educator. I am extremely grateful to the DeBus Foundation for starting DCATS and allowing us to experience everything it has to offer. We've not only been able to learn from our mentors, but from one another. From the bottom of my heart, thank you DeBus Foundation, and thank you DCATS in Houston.
All right. Scholars, you know that every day we take an opportunity in our courses to reinforce and to celebrate those three columns, those three pillars of our DCATS experience. That is kindness, leadership, creative, and critical thinking. We have stones that go with them, the red stone of kindness, the gold stone of leadership, and the gray stone of critical and creative thinking. We're going to take an opportunity to award a few stones. Mentors, you can control that by sending me up a few scholars. We probably have time for 4. If any mentors would like to present, we have time for 1 or 2 of you. And I would also invite our special guest, if you would like to present a stone, you may do so also. Just queue up right over here to my right. Come on up.
I would like to give a gold stone of leadership to the 3 scholars in my EF class, Kang, Julie, and Hazel, for helping me set up lunch. They came and asked me, is there anything I can do to help you? And we all set up lunch together, and it was great teamwork and great leadership on their part, so thank you.
Speak up, all right?
I like to give this to my friends.
You can do louder, I know. Turn that volume button up. Okay?
I like to give this to my friends, like Peyton, for hanging out with me at Manners Memorials.
Come on up. Don't let there be that delay. Get the next one ready right here. Come on up here on the stage, all right? Whoever is next. That way we'll save all those seconds for something better than waiting, all right?
I would like to give a gray stone of critical and creative thinking to my challenge accepted class for creating the catapults and bridges and other things.
I would like to give a red stone of kindness to the DeBus Foundation for funding DCATS.
Any other mentors want to think about, reflect on what's happened today, and you might award a stone or 2 based upon our Manners Memorials Day? I know I saw a lot of things that were worthy of some recognition going on. Anyone? Come on up, Ms. Boulay.
So yesterday, I got a thank you note from a scholar saying thank you for being my mentor for the course, and that meant a lot to me.
Yeah, it does. I save every little note that I've ever gotten from people like you out there when you slip me little crayon and construction paper notes. I love it. It encourages me. So thank you for doing that for people. It makes a difference.
I would like to give a red stone of kindness to Mr. Alex, a GA, Alex Ford. He was literally jumping out of his chair today. How can I help you? He would see a door, someone coming in, and he's like on it. So paying attention and being helpful on a stressful, crazy, busy, important day means so very much to me. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah. We change the world by kindness and leadership and those acts of critical, creative thinking. We can make a difference in this world that we live in. We can make a difference if we try. difference with the hope that's inside. We can make a difference if we try. Sing it with us. We can make a difference in this world that we live in. We can make a difference if we try. We can make a difference with the hope that's inside. We can make a difference if we try. Okay, special guest, you've had 2 times to hear that, so now you know it by heart. Join us. The scholars, stand and sing it with me. We can make a difference in this world that we live in. We can make a difference if we try. We can make a difference with the hope that's inside. We can make a difference if we try. We can make a difference if we try. All right, GAs, if you would clear the stone table and clear the stuff off of it, because we need the table for our Broadway production, and it needs to go right over there where the chair is. Scholars, I'm going to let you may be seated, and I'm going to take an opportunity to let you watch the screen and just take a little 5-minute breather. Board members, this is a chance for you maybe to drink some of the water that's in your bag, get a little relaxed, and get settled in before we have our Broadway presentation. So, Broadway scholars, be getting your mind on the show, because you know we rock and roll right after this. So, scholars, take a look at this, and we'll begin right after.
Scholars. Great job, guys. So I know you enjoy that game, and I do as well. And it was a great opportunity for our Broadway scholars to get in character and get ready today. And they are super excited to put on this production for you. And they are also a little bit anxious. So Father Tom is going to lead us in a quick prayer. Please welcome Father Tom. I know you know his face. He was with us this morning.
Hey, we like the way you look in that red shirt, Father Tom. We like that look you're sporting today. We like it.
Oh, it's one of my favorite shirts today.
Yeah.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord God, we give you thanks and praise for all the gifts and talents that we are discovering about ourselves. You have blessed in so many ways, Almighty God, so that we can eventually use, already using those gifts and talents to make this world a better place. And to make our schools a better place, our families a better place. So, Almighty God, we thank you for these scholars who are here learning, and we thank you for the mentors who are here to help guide and help discover your talents. And we thank those of the board who make it possible to have DCAT, so that we can make, again, this world a better place, and knowing that we are loved by this God of ours. He loves us truly, and life can be fun when we work together. And may Almighty God continue to bless us. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
God bless you all.
And Father Tom, we want to say a special thank you for having us here on your campus every year. We truly appreciate the hospitality, and we enjoy more than anything your leadership among us. So thank you very much. All right, Mr. Sharp.
All right, Broadway. Turn on those thinking caps. You got them on? Turn on the sparkle button. I need to see lots of sparkle today, okay? No matter what you're feeling inside, sparkle on the outside. And then turn on your volume button, okay? Be sure that's turned all the way up. Are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you a fantastic cast. Let's go to that first slide. You'll see it. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Reach for the Stars, a musical story of a mighty milk-drinking man. All right, Broadway, here we go. Wrong sound. Here we go.
loves kids, particularly kids who use their brains. It's a story of a Texas man, a milk-drinking Texas man, the kind of man legends are born of. Yes, sir, the mighty man is here. Ooh, I got it! Hit it, Piano Man! What mighty man was he?
Let me start over, okay? I don't want to make you mess up. Here we go. Try that key. It's better key.
What mighty man was he? What mighty man was he? Chopped down a tree when he was three with his bare hands. Kids were bigger than Leo. What a mighty man was. Stop! Just stop! What are you singing? You're not telling the story of Davy Crockett. You're telling the story of Daniel Boone? What? Nothing. Nada. Zip. What is it? You said you were telling the story about a Texan who was larger than life. So I thought you were talking about. It's the larger than life story of an annual fest. The man from Decat's his name. Well, why didn't you just say so? So let's go back to the 1920s in a small one-room schoolhouse in a dusty little town called Idlewild, Texas, located in the Panhandle. He was trying a little man rode a bus and his friends on the very first day of school. How do you know it's very well in our story? That's easy. Follow the bill. Yes, it's true. Smiles is the longest word in the English language because there's a mile between the two S's. Wonderful singing class. I have some very talented first graders. I'm so happy that we all know our ABC. Great job. Well, boys and girls, it's been wonderful having you. Your first year of elementary school. I'm so happy to say that everyone will pass on to the second grade. That is everyone, but Manuel. Manuel will be passing on to the fourth grade. Have a wonderful and safe summer. Yup, pretty remarkable. Little Manuel went from the first grade all the way to the fourth. Can you imagine being an 8-year-old fourth grader? Well, I think that wasn't remarkable enough for an 8-year-old milk-drinking little budding genius. When he completed the fourth grade, he was promoted all the way to the seventh. Incredible! I know, right? Manuel's intellect continued to serve him well as he grew into a young man. When most 16-year-olds were just learning how to drive, Manuel the bus was graduating from college. That's right. He started as a student at Wayland Baptist College in Lubbock, Texas, when he was only 12 years old, and graduated there when he was 16-year-old, and then went on to attend Texas Technological College and graduated with a law degree and honors at the age of 18. And the story of this mighty man was just beginning. He went on to become a lawyer. He was a special agent for the FBI during World War II.
Narrator 1, you're up.
And he did his job so well that J. Edgar Hoover even gave him a special commendation for his service. He served on the board of directors for Texas Technological College that was growing in prestige and size. So much so that they felt they needed a new name to better show who they were and that would grow with them. We need a name that will grow with us and that best fits who we are. Let's think. A new name, Texas Technological. technological? No, before all the logical stuff.
You mean Texas Tech?
Exactly. That's great. It's brilliant. I like it. Me too.
Me too. Well, I mean, I like it as well. I like it as well.
So let it be done. So let it be done.
We can say that together. Go.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
And you say.
Well, all is well.
In addition to being a lawyer, Manuel Bus was a respected businessman who found good fortune in real estate. And no matter what endeavor he chose to take on, he excelled his way to the top of leadership and used his influence and giftedness to make a difference in the lives of people. He started the Bus Foundation to support young scholars, just like us, who are seeking to develop their talents and abilities. And he valued intellect and loved kids. He wanted gifted kids to have a better opportunity to develop their gray matter to make the world a better place. One day, he was reading the local newspaper and he noticed a story about a Catholic school that received the National Blue Ribbon Award by the U.S. Department of Education.
Would you look at this? Here's a principal who is leading their school to do exceptional things with their students. Right here in my own school. I'm going to check this out for myself.
And that's exactly what he did. He drove right outside that school and asked the principal if he had read those good things about the newspaper. Diane Cooper was the principal's name, and she was delighted to tell Mr. DeBuff all about the great things going on at her school.
Principal Cooper, I think that the cure for cancer, the next moon landing, the next president, will come from the best and the brightest. And I believe that it's our responsibility to equip them and to motivate them when they're young to get it done.
Mr. DeBuff loved what he saw and heard, and he especially was impressed with Principal Cooper. In fact, he was so impressed that he wrote her a check for $4,000 right there on the spot to be used to support programs in schools of the needs of the gifted students. And so it was that the seeds for something great were sown. You see, Mr. DeBuff continued to donate and support Principal Cooper's work each year thereafter, and 3 years later, his donations fanned a spark of curiosity that grew like a fire to what we now call the DeBuff Enrichment Center for Academically Talented Scholars.
I think that y'all missed that. You ready, guys, backstage? What do you say? 1, 2, 3, go!
The DeBuff Enrichment Center for Academically Talented Scholars.
That's much better.
A few years later, Diane Cooper was attending a Catholic Educators Leadership Conference in San Francisco. She was so excited about this new program for gifted students that she told her friend, Bernie Webb.
I think we're missing something, though. Someone bring up their bags. They need their bags. Remember? Their bags. How can they go to San Francisco without their bags? They're all alone. There you go. You may continue.
Catholic Educators Leadership Conference this way. What neat just that Miss Bub was so curiously excited about what she had just heard that she replied to Principal Cooper. Hey, I want some of that. Give me some of that. She wants some of that. Give some of that. She wants some of that. Give some of that. And Principal Cooper introduced her to Mr. DeBuff, and he liked what he saw in her and decided he would indeed give her some of that. And in 1992, Dr. Webb brought DCATS to Houston. And the rest is history.
across the Diocese of Dallas, 4 mentors, a director, a counselor, a secretary, and a custodian.
28 years later, with 9 campuses across the state of Texas, who've been combined with 221 staff members, 1,737 scholars, through the passionate leadership of the Blessed Foundation, the CATS continues to grow in scope, size, and sophistication, remain faithful to honor the heart and vision of my Lord Blessed.
Our world is full of inmate monuments and statues that remind us of those mighty men and women that leave marks around the world. However, Manuel DeBus, his legacy is a living, breathing one, forever live on and continue to make a difference.
Good. Before you talk, this is going to really be in our way, and you're going to be dangerous in a minute. Stephen, can you please, GA, can y'all please remove the table and chair? It should have been taken off, all right? It's going to beat us up. All right, continue. Don't hide behind me, all right?
It will live on by a child who meets a best friend in his park for children in Mesquite, Texas.
By a student who receives a scholarship to attend college.
By life-saving protection performed at the medical.
What's the word? Remember? Life-saving. Yeah.
By life-saving procedures performed at the medical clinic that nurses need.
That's right.
Reaches new heights in engineering and science.
Or by a gifted and talented student that one day becomes the President of the United States. Finds a cure for cancer. Develops a life-saving vaccine.
Or any number of grand and glorious things that will make this world more kind, beautiful, and humane place.
And now, will the real Manuel DeBus please step forward?
big shoes to fill. Well, I am drinking milk, getting stronger, and one day...
That we latched onto in our show is all is well. So we thought that we would end with a fitting tribute with just that phrase. If we had that positivity in our mind to be able to look at people and look at life and see the best in them, we would say this little tune. Mr. Brady?
with that, we close. Thank you. All right, scholars that are on stage, Broadway cast, I'm going to let you slip out that way, and I want you to go to the right down here on the floor and just sit right in the pit area, all right? Sit right in the pit. Please put it down. You'll see all the directors' name listed up there. I'm just the guy that gets to sit behind the keyboard, but there's no way it could have been done without all of them. Thank you to each of them. We have a service project that we do every year. It's created by the scholars here on our campus. And our service project this year, the custodians are going to love me, I can tell you that. I prepared him. He said it was bueno. So he was all for it. He may change his mind when he comes in here in a minute. But our service project we called Rock the Shelf. And that's because we allowed scholars to bring books that were their favorite books that were either new or gently used that they would want to pass on to someone who may have lost their reading material in their classrooms during Harvey. And we checked with Miss Stephen, and she indeed alerted us to a couple of campuses that were flooded during Harvey that would be a joy to have their classroom libraries replaced. And I thought, well, we're going to bring in a few books, and it's been phenomenal what is brought in. We've done it by year, first year, second year, third year, fourth years, and GAs were grouped together. And you're going to see the totals up here that we rock the shelf, and I encourage you, board members, they're back there in the back, and you'll see them all boxed up, ready to go. That's where our service project is. Isaiah, if you'll put that slide up there, you're going to see the totals here for Rock the Shelf. That comes to, it's good to celebrate. Hey, DCATs. That brings our total to 2,443 books that you guys gave. Some of you wrote notes in there, so whoever gets that book is going to be able to open that up and read a note from you, why it's your favorite book, or a note of encouragement. And I think that is rocking. That's why we called it Rock the Shelf. So we wanted to celebrate that with our board members here. We do have one more thing.
Scholars, you were a fantastic audience today, and we hope you enjoyed listening to a little bit of the history of Manuel DeBusk. I know you enjoy the confetti. We, at this time, are going to break out to our fifth period.